When you look at to the JW.org website, it's clickbait. It is, quite honestly. And I look at this website every day, and I noticed on their last article they were putting clickbait. Now today is September 14th, 2024, and in case you don't know it, you're on Fixing My Faith. My name is Vern. And yes, I was going to talk to you today about this clickbait. We're going to look at it right here live. Now, I just clicked into JW.org here, learn more. You know, here's the question. Can you trust the Bible? I'll just get off the screen here for a second and take a look at that. Can you trust the Bible? I'll even blow that up a bit. Can you trust the Bible? Find out for yourself with our free interactive Bible course. So you press learn more, and I'm thinking, well, I'm going to get some information. Well, it says it's a guided Bible study course, Enjoy Life Forever. It's free. You'll get answers to questions at how I can find happiness, will evil and suffering end, will I ever see my dead loved ones again, does God really care about me, and how can I pray? How can I pray and be heard by God? You see, it doesn't even answer the question that they posed. What was the question? Well, can you trust the Bible? Like, I want to know, can you trust the Bible? But if you click in there, this is all you get. Now, when you try to go further, this is where it gets really dicey, and you've got to be very careful. They say request a visit, complete this form. So they want your first and last name. They want to know if you're male or female. They want to know your gender, language. And now the physical address is a must. And your email address is a must. You have to have those things in. There's some things that are a must. I'm going to hit next here. So here it shows you fix the errors. First name, they want that. They want your last name. They want your gender. You know, what if you're not male or female? You know, that's another question, right? Full physical address field is required. They want this information from you. They want to know where they can go to reach you. They're going to want to go and pester you. And they'll keep calling because now they have you. Email address, they want that. And then, of course, they want you to check the terms of use. You see, folks, once they have this information on you, you're in their system. You're like a member. They can take this email information that you agreed to, and they can say, yeah, you know, let's say they're talking to the UN or to the governments, and they say, yeah, we have so many seats. These are all the people, you know, including our Bible studies, mixed company, they call it. And they get their numbers up. And what is this about? Well, it's all about money. You see, Jehovah's Witnesses need more money. They're losing members. They need more memberships. Memberships equals money. And you can no longer get answers to your questions like this. Now, just the other day, they had this one, whom can you trust? And I did a video on this. You go down, they do put a little bit of stuff in. They lead you to believe you can't trust anybody but them. And then they get you into a book you can trust. And then they get you into the same thing, this same endless loop where they want your personal information. You see, they're not going to give you any more information until you give them their personal information. This is clickbait, folks. Clickbait. Now, what you really want from them is you want to answer this question. Can you trust the Bible? You want to get that book. And you want to skip filling out that form. Well, all you have to do is go into their library where their books are and punch in the name of the book, Enjoy Life Forever. You search it and it comes up here. And now you got the book. You don't have to fill the form in to get the book. You don't have to give them personal information. You can analyze their book if you want. I encourage you not to. But I'm going to show you what it says on Can You Trust the Bible? This is their book. These are all the lessons. They're going to try to get you into a study on all these lessons. And it goes on forever. That's just the first section. It took me something like 2 years to go through their study course book at the time that I came in. So it's a long drawn out thing. And this is how indoctrination works. It pokes at you subtly. And they start out subtly with things that you might agree on, like Jesus stuff. You know, everyone agrees with that. and they work you in, and then they get you on Satan, and then they start working you into Satan. They build up a fear. Trust the Bible. They've changed their Bible so much. They don't talk about that here. You know, the first Bible, the Geneva Bible, was 88 books, and now this Bible where everyone's using is 66 books. So my question is, what happened to all those other books? But here it is. They go on. Is the book a fiction? Why can we say the Bible's not out of date? Why can we trust it, what it says? You know, it's all their stuff. Science agrees with the Bible. Well, it doesn't, folks. They even make a little video on it. Anybody can make these videos. Lots of people are trying to make the Bible work, but a lot of people are showing that the Bible doesn't work. So there's two sides to this coin. The Bible foretold events. It did and it didn't, you know. There's always two sides to the coin here. The Bible foretells things we see today. Yes and no. You know, we've had war forever. Anyways, this is what the book is. This is what it does, and this is how it sucks you in. You can go online. I went online here, punch in the same questions. I like to look at some of the Reddit stuff. It's interesting. But this is a good one. How can we trust the Bible if its supposed authors aren't actual authors? You know, the Bible says all scriptures are inspired of God, right? Well, take that with a grain of salt. The Bible also says that Satan controls the whole wide world. So one could suspect that Satan has influence into the Bible. And if you go back, it's a bunch of Jewish fathers that put it all together. And then we would have to have faith that they were guided gently by the Holy Spirit and that it was all done right. But yet the Bible confirms that Satan has the power of the whole world, is in control of the whole world. So why couldn't Satan be in there somewhere? Well, here's a question. This guy, and I had this question. We can look on Wikipedia. I'm going to let you do your own research because I'm not going to research. This is a big research. But you can go down and look at all the Bibles all the way through history, the Middle East, late antiquity, all, you know, Middle Age Bibles. You can follow this Bible all the way down right to the Jehovah's Witness Bible, and it's changed. There's a huge amount of changes. Now here's one that I found on Wikipedia as well, and this guy found it. Is how can one trust the Bible if some of its books aren't actually written by its supposed authors? For example, according to Wikipedia, most scholars say that many of Paul's letters and both of Peter's letters weren't actually written by them. Historically, they have challenged this. And also the four Gospels weren't actually written by the four apostles and were originally anonymous. And please explain, how can I trust the Bible in light of those facts? So there's a lot of information coming out, folks. I encourage everyone to do their own research. And I know once I started doing my research, can I trust the Bible? Well, the JW Bible, it's changed so many times. It pulled out a whole section in John where Jesus was sticking up for the prostitute and told the Pharisees, put a run on them, because he says, you know, who's gonna kill her? Because we're all sinners. We all sin, and Jesus says, I'm not going to cast the first stone. Who of you are? And they all laughed. It's a really good story. And JW.org pulled that out of their Bible. I've done videos on it. Lots of people have. And they've inserted Jehovah into the New Testament 231 times, and it's not there. It's not there in any of the old renderings. You could do your own research. I did videos on this, lots of them. And JW.org says within the appendix of their own Bible that they themselves decided that this is the way it should be. They made that decision, their own scholars. So there you have it. Can you trust the Bible? My answer for me is no. I personally, I don't trust anything that people are promoting and using the Bible to lead me. Now, the one thing I do trust and I get from the Bible is I trust love. You know, if God is the personification of love, God is love, so the God energy is love. Jesus came to earth and said, well, the whole law, everything hangs on love. Well, then there's an energy I should investigate. You know, it's all the way through the Bible. It's a good energy. It feels good when we cloak ourselves with love, or we're personifying love, and it feels better. Our body works better. Our whole life works better. We attract that back. People love us back. So love is something that I've always investigated. And that's why on this channel you'll see that I finish my talks with saying, live your best day and live it with love. So when my wife gets home from town today, I'm going to give her a big hug and tell her that I love her. And it's important that we do that every day, because sometimes we forget. Sometimes we just take things for granted. And each day rolls in and rolls out, and we forget about that. The most important thing, love, we forget about it. And sometimes it's just a simple hug. It's a simple I love you. This life is so much easier with you. If you're talking to your partner, of course, right? It could be your cat, your dog. Maybe you love your cat, your dog. They're your companion. They're with you day in and day out. And you say those words to them, and they respond. That the words, whether you say it in another language, any of the languages on earth, and there's many languages, but it's the energy that we're putting out when we say those words, I love you. When you say that to your animal, your dog, your partner, it's an energy that it gets infused into them, and then they react with a similar energy. Try it. See how it works. Anyways, live your best day today, and live it with love. We'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.